I'm joined by Antje McNeely, 2020 United Way Campaign Chair, and Patrick Murphy, board member of the United Way and the emcee of the big touchdown that you've got coming up. So Antje, you've had a successful campaign.
Yes, we had a lot of hard work and dedication, compassion, all put together. It was a great campaign.
And I know you can't reveal numbers just yet, but it was successful.
Well, I can say that our goal was 2.9 million. It was an ambitious goal, but it's in the realm of possibilities.
That sounds good. That sounds good. So Patrick, as a board member, you folks have had to pivot more than once in the last 10 months. Tell me about some of the surprises that you've had to deal with that required funding.
Well, it's such an odd period of time, and there's a lot of demand on mental health for one thing, food. Lots of people need to eat. Money was tight. It's interesting times because domestic abuse is up as well. You don't realize some of these things that we go through in tough times, and the United Way, this is the time when the rubber meets the pavement. This is what, I know we focus on 3 months a year for our campaign, and we talk about the United Way going 12 months a year. It's always going, but this is the time when we need the money and we need to help people in our area because there are a lot of people that need our help right now.
Has this affected, Antje, as police chief, has this affected what you have to do in a professional capacity, just the things that Patrick mentioned?
Certainly the pandemic has affected all of us, and even the calls for service that we're responding to, it really exacerbates the situation for those that are most vulnerable within our communities, especially impacting those that are homeless and have addictions and mental health concerns. So it's been, and the isolation that comes with it is very unsettling.
And it's been going on, well, it feels like forever, but 10 months is a long time. It's been all of 2020. It's a year that I can't wait to see the end of. It's not, yeah, good riddance. Yeah. So you've needed extra funding for a lot of this. How was the campaign, Antje, with fundraising? Where did the money come from, and where did the money not come from that was usual in your campaign?
Yeah, usually we rely a lot on workplace events occurring, but in this year, that was something that we weren't able to rely on as much. But we do know that 70% of all donations come from workplaces. So the volunteers in the workplaces were paramount. So, in terms of when we looked at what our goal was going to be in terms of the 2.9 million, we did take into consideration the fact that, events weren't going to be as commonplace as they were in the past. But we still took into account the fact that while it's an ambitious one, we do count on people to maybe dig a little bit deeper into their pockets, and those that can donate, please do so and maybe give a little bit more. So I think we've been very successful in that area. People have been so caring in our community and coming forward with that support because we see the need is great, and it will continue on into the winter and next year. So it will still be needed.
So we'll still continue to see you, talk to you occasionally, get updates over the next few months. You're not over it. You're not finished yet.
Well, I think, once the touchdown happens, but then, the money keeps coming in because we still need that. So it will continue, and we'll probably have some more updates.
All right, good. I look forward to that. Patrick, as a board member, we're coming into the really cold months. You mentioned homelessness, food insecurity. What are you preparing for that we need to know about?
I don't know if there's anything extra other than that our numbers have increased. Right. So and it's such, again, awkward time where, we're told to stay home, stay safe, but people need our help. And so those that are out in the community, we always ask about, giving of your time. We're asking them to give up more time if it's possible where they are. Back to what Antje said, we're asking our donors that always give to give a little bit more if they can. And it's amazing how those people have stepped up. And we've coined the phrase COVID fund because as soon as things happened in March here in Kingston, March, April, there were a lot of our regular donors that reached into their pocket and provided funds right away to help out in these situations. And again, coat drives, food shelters, these things don't go away. We're going to have some cold months, and we're going to need extra. And you know, the fact that we have stages in the hub, big shout out to those guys, you know, donating their place and getting the city involved, and Travis, Blackmore, and Lionheart. Like, what a place! Who would ever have thought a nightclub, that nightclub in Kingston, would turn into a food shelter? Like, it's just absolutely unbelievable.
I think so many things that have happened in the past year, if you had told me that this, I would have said, you know, this is science fiction. This is never going to happen, but here we are. Here we are. You're right, a nightclub becoming a food distribution center. Who would have thought? Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're going to have a great event. You're the MC, and it's a big day for you too, Antje. And I hope you have a wonderful event, and congratulations on a really successful campaign.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.